Hello and welcome back to Wanderland. So today we are back in London and we're going to have afternoon tea at a place called the Mayfair Kitchen in the Mayfair Hotel. So come along with me down the rabbit hole and we'll experience it together. Hello, we are now inside of the Mayfair Kitchen here in the Mayfair Hotel for afternoon tea. It was very easy to get in. My reservation was for 12:30, but here I am at noon and they let me in. Upon first impressions, it looks like this is a very, very casual place to have afternoon tea. I don't think it's probably very, very popular to have afternoon tea here, but that doesn't mean anything these days. You never know. I am not ever going to judge a book by its cover. From all of these afternoon teas that I've brought to you, you just never know what you're going to get until you try the food and you experience the service. When I walked in, I was greeted promptly and I noticed a smell of incense in the air. That is a first for me at a restaurant, but it smelled really delightful. It smelled very much of sandalwood. So it's a very relaxing, calming place. There's a Middle Eastern kind of music playing over the loudspeakers. So it's a rather busy kind of looking restaurant. Busy kind of looking, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's not a calming atmosphere, but I don't feel out of my element where I'm uncomfortable. So it's very nice. I'm sitting at a high top table. I've never done that for afternoon tea before, but it's kind of nice. That means I don't really have anybody behind me and I feel a little bit better about filming, so I'm not going to encroach on anybody's privacy, of course. But I get to see the whole open kitchen right in front of me. So it was fun to see them build my tea tower and to see what goes on behind the scenes, definitely. The closest tube station to get to the Mayfair Hotel is going to be Green Park, and that is served by the Jubilee, Victoria, and Piccadilly lines. The Mayfair Kitchen does serve afternoon tea from Thursday to Sunday from 12 o'clock until 4:30 in the afternoon. Prices here start for £45 a person, and it will just go up if you do decide to have a champagne afternoon tea. Or if you are a lucky person and are in the London area before September 1st and book your tea through afternoontea.co.uk, you'll get 20% off. And that's what I'm doing, so I'm very excited about that. I wanted to let you know that they also, besides their traditional afternoon tea, they do have a vegetarian, vegan, gluten-free, and children's menu. So it looks like just about anybody can be catered for here. Today's afternoon tea is themed after the chocolatier Charbonnel and Walker. It's Britain's oldest chocolatier and they date back from 1875. And they're so good that they've been holding a royal warrant. The royal family loves this chocolate so much that they endorse it, and it's been going on for over 50 years. And upon looking at the tea tower, it looks like a chocolate lover's dream afternoon tea. I'm going to go over the menu right now, so give you a little taste of what's to come. So we're going to start with our savory selections. We have smoked salmon and cream cheese on basil and spinach infused bread. We have a rare roast beef with horseradish mayonnaise and baby watercress on brioche. An organic lemon roasted corn-fed chicken with truffle mayonnaise on organic white bread. A robata grilled courgette with basil pesto on sourdough. And finally, cucumber with mint cream cheese on rosemary and sea salt focaccia. Sounds delicious. And next we have scones and preserves, plain and apricot butterscotch or buttermilk scones. Ooh, wow. Cornish clotted cream and strawberry and vanilla preserve. Ooh, I'm looking forward to those scones. Those sound delightful. And then finally, I think the main attraction of this themed afternoon tea is going to be our sweets. And our patisserie is tiramisu with Charbonnel and Walker chocolate shavings, a flourless Charbonnel and Walker chocolate and orange cake, and a sugar-coated donuts with Charbonnel and Walker chocolate sauce. And it's all going to be completed with 2 little truffles, a pink Marc de Champagne truffle, and a milk sea salt caramel truffle. Does that sound fabulous? Yeah, it sounds fabulous. I can't wait. So happy about this. So let's get this afternoon tea started and get into that chocolate. There seems to be an extensive loose tea selection, and it's all by a brand called Newbie Teas that have been around since about the 2000s. I'm not going to read everything to you because that would be really, really boring. So what I'll do is make sure that you take a look on my YouTube community tab, and I'll make sure that there's pictures there so you'll be able to look at it at your leisure. But today, what I thought would sound perfect for the end of May, even though it's a yucky day out there, I'm going to have, let's see, Black Tropical. And that is a hearty black tea, beautifully balanced with the tropical taste of papaya and coconut, the citrus kick of orange, and the floral song of marigold petals. I mean, really, that sounds beautiful. My first afternoon tea sandwich is smoked salmon with cream cheese on basil and spinach infused bread. Here it is. It looks good. That was a really nice sandwich. There was a couple layers of the smoked salmon, and the smoked salmon was perfectly smoked. It wasn't too fishy. It was rather mild, but you know, you can't really go wrong with smoked salmon and cream cheese, can you? Lovely little sandwich, and they're quite large too, so good job so far. My next sandwich is a rare roast beef with horseradish with baby watercress on brioche. Very nice looking. The brioche bread was actually much softer than I thought it was going to be. To the touch, it seemed a bit tough, but it was very soft. The roast beef didn't really taste a lot of the taste, and the horseradish was very, very mild. So if you're not a horseradish fan, you'll be fine. It was more mayonnaise-y, if that makes sense. But yeah, a fine sandwich and nothing wrong with it at all. This is an organic corn-fed chicken with truffled mayonnaise on organic bread. This I am looking forward to. You know that I love truffle. If I didn't have a whole tower to go, I would say this is the winner. It's beautiful. Oh my gosh, it is so succulent. That chicken is cut just perfectly. The truffle is not overpowering, but it is the right consistency. Oh, beautiful. Mwah. Chef's kiss. Mwah. If you want more sandwiches or more tea, it's all included. So it's a bottomless tea in that respect. If you're hungry, which I think I'm going to have another truffled egg sandwich or truffled corn-fed chicken sandwich, I can get one or two, maybe three. No, better not. My next sandwich is robata grilled courgette with basil on sourdough. Look at that. That looks delightful. Ooh. Ooh, and a pesto is so delicious. Ooh, that was very nice. If you're not very familiar with the word courgette, it means zucchini. It's a very, very thinly sliced grilled zucchini with a whole bunch of beautiful pesto on some very nice sourdough bread. Yeah, very, very good. This should be eaten outside in warm weather with some white wine, and it would be perfect. But yes, very nice for afternoon tea. I love a different afternoon tea sandwich. This one, delightful. For the last of my savories, this is just a cucumber with a dill cream cheese on rosemary and sea salt focaccia bread. So you can see that, but then you look at this lovely bread. They're very good with their unique kinds of breads here. I'm really enjoying myself. That was definitely bread heavy. Didn't have a lot of filling inside of it. I think it needed some more filling, but the bread itself was very good. I have a feeling you would not come here if you are afraid of your carbs or you're trying to mind your carbs, because with all the bread and then now with all the sweets, this is not the place for you. But yeah, if you like bread, you'll be very happy here. And they do have some very unique breads. Yeah, nice enough sandwich, just fine. It looks like I'm going to get a glass of rabbit juice. I didn't mean to, but they offered me a lovely glass of rabbit juice, so yay! The savories were very delightful. I think my favorite definitely was the corn-fed organic chicken with truffle. It was absolutely delightful. And look, I have some rabbit juice, so cheers! And let's continue on. It's just about halftime. I have my lovely little apricot scone right here with a lot of lovely powdered sugar. I've never had an apricot scone. Have you had one? I bet this is going to be delicious. And they weren't kidding when they said apricot. Look at the pieces in here. Isn't that nice? Oh yeah. It's nice and soft on the inside, a little crunchy on the outside. Everything a scone to me should be. Oh yes, that scone was a delight. It was so good. It just crumbled. It was so delicious. And I happened to get a nice bit of that apricot in there. Oh, not to mention their strawberry jam is totally homemade. It's liquefied, actually. It was so good. It was just tart yet sweet. Perfect. If you want a good scone, come here. I think you will not be disappointed. Wow. I tell ya. Are you like me and when you get powdered sugar, it just goes everywhere? Well, yeah, it's going everywhere. I did love that scone though, so it was worth a bit of a mess on my napkin. It is time now to see what Charbonnel and Walker can offer for the patisserie selection. I am so looking forward to this. I'm going to start a little slow. I'm going to go with the donuts first with the dipping chocolate. I'm salivating just thinking about it. But that's where I'm going to start, so I'll show you that in just a moment. Let's just dive into the deep end. I have a sugar-coated donut. Oh, it certainly is. And a lovely pot of Charbonnel and Walker chocolate. This is just naughtiness. Wrong on so many levels. The chocolate sauce with the donuts was absolutely divine. It was rich and decadent. The donuts were nice and pillowy and very sugary, and that chocolate sauce was so rich and perfect. So I did something a little different than I usually do. I ordered another kind of tea to have with my sweets. I got a wild cherry. Oh, it smells so beautiful. Let me see what it says. It says, intensely fruity, wild cherry blend fuses sweet tart cherries with a decadent aromatic black tea. Oh, it smells so good. It's a little perfumey, but it's really nice. I don't put anything in my tea. Usually these kind of teas, I like to be able to taste the flavor that they're trying to tell me I'm supposed to taste. So yeah, very, very nice. I wanted to do a shout out for my lovely waitress Sonia. She's been so helpful and very wonderful to suggest different kinds of teas that she really likes and explaining everything that I'm having. So thank you very much for taking such a great job in caring for me. Just about 5 minutes ago, there was a huge tour that just came in for tea. I couldn't believe all of the tea towers that the kitchen is now preparing. It's amazing. I haven't seen so many in a very long time, so it's kind of exciting. It's gotten much more lively of an atmosphere now because of so many people here. But you know what? They must know what they're doing here. My next patisserie is a tiramisu with Charbonnel and Walker shavings of chocolate. Look at that. How can you go wrong with tiramisu? I don't think you can, but I'll let you know how it goes. I was right. You can't go wrong with tiramisu. Beautiful, creamy, coffee flavor in the middle of it, little sponge fingers, and of course the chocolate shavings on top is just like the cherry on top. A beautiful little dessert. I'm so happy. So for my last proper bit of patisserie, it is going to be a flourless chocolate cake, Charbonnel et Walker, chocolate cake with orange. Look at this. Isn't it lovely? It seems like it's so dense and chocolatey. I cannot wait to enjoy this. Wow, I am glad that I had my tea. That was a rich, decadent dessert. And there was a definite hint of orange that just flew right through that chocolate cake. It was gorgeous. It was really nice, very moist, and it was perfect. But you do need something hot to wash it down with because it's very sticky and gooey and gorgeous. So yes, this is definitely a chocolatey afternoon tea. And to round the whole thing off, this is where I know Charbonnel and Walker, Charbonnel et Walker chocolates from their beautifully dusted truffles. So this is the Marc de Champagne one, and it's a pink one, and there's also a sea salted one. I already know that these are fabulous. David has been so sweet, and he's purchased these for me before, and I just love them. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take them home with me because I've had so much chocolate now I won't appreciate them as much as I would if I have them a little later on tonight. Maybe I'll share them with David. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Well, wonderful afternoon tea. I really have enjoyed myself. So, afternoon tea here at the Mayfair Kitchen. It was definitely not your traditional surroundings of afternoon tea, but it doesn't mean that it has to be all china and lace, right? I mean, there's so many different places out there to enjoy, and I love enjoying them for you so you can come here and enjoy them yourself. Yes. Would I come back? I probably will. People have been so nice here. They've all been looking out for me. The food was delicious. It's a very, very good price point. And I really loved the afternoon tea that was themed after a chocolate company. I keep saying Charbonnel et Walker. I want to say and Walker, but it's E-T, so I know that's and. But beyond that, yes, lovely afternoon tea. I wanted to thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time down the rabbit hole. Bye-bye.